Let's start the bottom paragraph on page 8 in the Ramchal. Okay, Mesilas Yesharim. Uketistakel ol bedover tireh. He says, if you delve further into the matter, you will see. Ki hashleimus amiti hu rak advekus bo yisborach. True shleimus, true achievement of perfection, is only if you cleave to Hashem. Umashom David HaMelech Omer Vani Kiras Elokim Litov. Closeness to Hashem, that's, for me, that is goodness. That is the ultimate goodness. Omer Achashav B'Yis Shemos Avakesh. One thing asked from Hashem, and that's what I ask. Only that. Shift B'Yis Hashem Kol Mechayai Ki Rak Zeu Atov V'Chol Zula Zer She'achshvu B'nei Odom L'Tov. Anything other than that, if you consider to be good, that's goodness. Eino Hevel V'Shov Niseh. Here, it's vanity, and it's mistaken worthlessness. That's what it is. This is deceptive worthlessness. One said something, the Chofetz Chaim, the pasuk in Mishlei, the Gemara interprets it, Yikori Mipninim. That Torah is more precious than diamonds. That's what Shlomo Mel says. So the Chofetz Chaim asks, David Mel says, Tovli Torah Spicham Alfi Zov Chesef. The words of Torah are better than thousands of talents of gold and silver. So David equates it to gold and silver, and Shlomo equates it to diamonds. So he says, what's the difference? So he explains, he says, if you have 1 ounce of gold, you have 10,000 ounces of gold. The multiples only increase its value because you have multiples of that 1 ounce. But what is the increase in value? The multiples of that 1 ounce. But when you have a diamond, a 1-carat diamond and a 3-carat diamond, it's not 3 times the 1 in value. As it's larger, geometrically, it takes on a different dimension of value. See, he says, the Chofetz Chaim explains what Shlomo was saying. A person, let's say, studies 1 Masechta. You're at 1 level. Now you study 2. Are you twice 1? You're not twice 1. It's a different dimension. You koreh mipninim. It increases at a level. It's a different dimensional level. Every level you advance, it's a different dimensional level. It's not 1 more, 1 plus 1. Now it's 2 and 3 as you advance. Okay? That's how the Chofetz Chaim explains the words of Shlomo Melech. Koreh mipninim. You have it? So I asked the question, so if that's the case, it should say Yikora Kipninim, right? It's as precious as diamonds. Shlomo says Torah is more precious than diamonds. So why is it more precious than diamonds? Now, you hear the question. Shlomo says it's more precious than diamonds, Torah. He should say it's as precious as diamonds. So what I said was that why do diamonds have value?
Scarcity,
No, because people have an interest. Because people have an interest in diamonds. If nobody would have an interest on what's its value? It has no value. Torah innately is precious. Whether you have interest or not, it makes no difference. That's why it's Yikor Mipninim. So that's what he says. Any other tov, in its essence, is vanity and deceptive worthlessness. What's in its essence tov? Attaching yourself to God. Doing something that it makes you worthy, that you attach yourself to the ultimate goodness, which is good in its essence. It's not because anybody values it to be good, because it is good. Any good in existence, I'll give you an example. A person experiences this. You have people, they value things all their lives, whatever it may be. And then they die, and the children go clean out the house of the parent. You throw it away. Regardless of as much as the parent valued whatever that was, but the value has no value, right? It's just clutter. That's all it is. But they valued it. The answer is, to them it had value. But in its innateness, does it have value? It has no value. So what do? You throw it away. Or somebody can benefit from it, you give it to them. But it has no value. So it's everything in life, in its essence, it has no value, in the ultimate sense. So what is true tov? To cleave and to be able to worthy to attach yourself to Him, which in its essence is the ultimate good. Omnom, kishiyizke odom letov hazos. He says, however, when a person will merit this goodness, that you're worthy to what? To cleave to Hashem. Roy shi'amol rishona yishtadlo v'yigir l'knosa. But how do you achieve it? He says, what entitles a person to this goodness? Not what makes you worthy. That's interesting. We say lefum tzara agro. Based on one's pain, that will determine the reward. The toil determines reward. What does it determine reward? That's the mission Pirkei Avos. Lefum tzara agro. Based on tzar, that will determine the reward. Person does the same action without that level of sacrifice, it has less of value. Greater sacrifice, it has the same action. Why? Because what does toil and sacrifice indicate? Dedication. Right? I'm willing to give it all up. It's not the action. It's through the action you're displaying total dedication. So the more dedicated you are, the greater the value is of your service. So if you're to a greater degree, you're more worthy of having a relationship because you're willing to give it up for whoever you're serving. Right? That's the rationale. That's why it's lefum tzara agro. So he says, therefore, roy shi'amol rishona v'yishtadel v'yigir l'knoso. It's worthwhile to toil initially and take initiative through your effort to acquire it. V'hainu she'yishtadel lidovi bo yizborach b'koach ma'asim. You should try to attach yourself to Hashem through the effect of your actions, and because the consequence or the result of your action is this: the medium is mitzvos. You toil, a person's pain that he can't do a mitzvah. What does that show? Even if you don't do it, but you're pained that you're disappointed you couldn't do the mitzvah, right? You plan a trip to go overseas, vacation. It's the first and last plane, and you miss it because you're stuck in traffic. So, what will you feel? You're disappointed, putting it mildly. And what? And you're going to lose whatever deposit you gave. Your ticket has no value, right? And you're stuck wherever you're stuck. You're upset. Person wanted to do a mitzvah is not able to do a mitzvah. How upset are you? Right? So not being upset, what does that say? You're doing it as an obligation, not because you feel privileged to what? To serve whoever you're serving. It's not that. I say once by Avraham Avinu, he was told to take his son to the Akedah. Right? So what happens? The son comes as a raging river. Right? And he's drowning. Avraham Avinu is drowning. What does Avraham Avinu say? Here he's told to take his son to slaughter him and burn him like an animal, like a sacrifice. He comes, he wants to do it, he's drowning. So what does Avraham say? He says, I want to do your will, but I can't. Another person said, I did my best, I'm going home. Right? That's what right? Even the tzaddik would usually say this. Avraham says, no, I want to, if that's what you want, I want to do it. I can't do it because I'm drowning. He says, Bo ma'im ad nofesh. I can't do it. That's when the river disappeared. Then he went further. So what does that mean? This Avraham Avinu was dedicated regardless of what it cost him. There are no excuses. If that's your will, nothing's going to stop him from doing your will because I'm dedicated to your will. So what does that mean? There's no separation between Avraham and HaKadosh Baruch Hu. What does no separation mean? That's dveikus. Right? There's no distance. If there's no distance, that's dveikus. Okay? Good.
What I'm taking from this is, it's interesting. If a person wants to build a house, he can build it with wood, he can build it with mud, he can build it with cinder blocks, but he uses the word rock. From Shemos, the only way to acquire Shemos is rock. Only way is with things. You can't do it by having a late night Seder or something. You got to have it big. It says rock. It's the only way. It's the only formula.
No, it is having the staying up late and studying.
Because that's part of the Vedas.
It means mitzvos and how you do the mitzvah.
But I'm just, the word, you see, rock,
Rak means only.
Rock means only. It's the only way to get there. You have to come down the street.
It's the paragraph before.
Well,
It's the paragraph before.
many years ago, there was somebody, a couple that brought their son to Baltimore. Remember? He was maybe 14 years old, from Washington, D.C. And I already was there for a number of years. And they meet me, and all the parents, and they say, so what do you say about the yeshiva here? Do you think our son will succeed? That's the question they asked me. They were 2 Holocaust survivors. And they had ultimately they had 2 sons going to the yeshiva. They came from Washington, D.C. Not Silver Spring, they came from Washington, D.C. So I said to them then, I said, what you put in, that's what you get out. Finished. Your children will apply themselves. Whatever they put in, that's what they're going to get out of it. That's it. It doesn't happen by itself. Right? It's toil. Nothing happens by itself. Same thing. You want a relationship, you have to prove it. You have to invest in it. What's investing? Whatever. Doing the mitzvahs, sacrificing, dedicating yourself, and that's it. Okay?